Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California,
seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
It's been a strong season for him thus far, sitting currently 7th in the NFL in rushing. He gives their offense really good flexibility because if he's gashing a defense, they can ride him to an early lead. But the defense sells out to stop him, that opens up their passing game.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 2 yards. And it'll be a punt on their opening possession. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Niners in 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run with Jackson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Now Jackson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. You look at this Eagle defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31. Yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 55 yards.
And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 2nd and 4.
That to the right sideline, and it falls in. Complete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Come on. Hey, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On the ground, this is Jackson.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 3rd and 9.
to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run it with Jackson.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time and another first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to the play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they've pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll hit Jackson complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Jackson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
3rd and 3.
That's caught by Jackson. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he stopped immediately there.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Niners are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. It's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. On the carry, it's Jackson. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
79 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Given 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Bradley.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Back to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They run with Jackson out of the gun.
88 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He finds his man complete. It's Jackson. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Niners, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next